Welcome to the chat, a place to gather and discuss topics relevant to us as women. I'm Tammy West with a warm welcome to today's episode, Get Your Hopes Up. I'm on site here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and our episode today is based not on a question from a viewer, but on a conversation I overheard yesterday in one of my favorite places, Chick-fil-A. Now don't judge me, because I'm thinking if these women did not want me to hear their conversation, they would have whispered, right? So I did overhear their conversation. It really was no big deal. I was standing in line to go, ordering my food, and one of them said to the other, she said, I applied for a job. I'm not sure if I'm qualified, but I'm really excited about it, but I'm not going to get my hopes up. And the other woman said, yeah, I probably wouldn't either. So I got my food and I left, and I really didn't think anything more about it. I got in my car, and I opened up my kids' meal. A quick note about kids' meals. Yes, I do sometimes eat fast food on the road. And I love Chick-fil-A, of course, but I love kids' meals because it's just the right amount of food, just the right amount of calories, less of the bad stuff, and it's in this cool bag. So I eat, and then I forgot that there was the little toy inside. So I pull my toy out, and I have no idea what this is, but this looks pretty cool, so I'm going to check it out later. Again, still, I'm just not really thinking much about any of this. But the more that I drove, I started thinking about it. And I was thinking first about the woman's conversation, about those words just kept resonating in my mind. Don't get your hopes up. Don't get your hopes up. Because I remember growing up with a mom, and anytime you had a great opportunity or anything good was going to happen, she would say, well, it's probably best to expect the worst, and that way you won't be disappointed. So that's kind of how I grew up. So I thought about that, and then I thought about the kids' meal, because I watched some kids while I was in there, and buddy, when they knew it was time to get in there and get the toy, they were so excited. And I remembered when I was a kid, I don't know if there were really kids' meals, or maybe we just didn't go out to eat, but I remember Cracker Jack boxes and cereal boxes and how exciting it was when you knew you were going to get a toy. And then I thought, when's the last time that I was that excited about anything in my life? And I watch these little kids, and all they're really getting is a toy, and they're super excited. And sometimes we have fabulous things that we're anticipating, but we don't want to get our hopes up. So my words for you today are actually quite short. It just really spoke to me, and I hope it speaks to you too. I'm not saying that we need to be unrealistic in our world, but darn it, get your hopes up about some things. Get excited about some things. Because you know what? Whether we do get excited and get our hopes up or whether we don't, it doesn't change the outcome. So we might as well enjoy the excitement of anticipation. And that's all I wanted to pass on to you today. So I hope that you're having a great week. I hope that you continue to have a great week. Don't forget, if you haven't already, to subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up so that it's easier for other women to find us and chat. Send me a question on Twitter at the Chat for Women. Write something on my Facebook wall at Tammy West Seminars, or go to my website, tammywest.com, and leave me a comment there or send me an email. Until we meet again, I hope your chats are confirming and supportive.